Welcome to Relax and Paint today, guys. I am going to show you a couple of fun background tricks, and then we're going to paint some pretty pumpkins and flowers on here today. This is a 12 by 12 canvas. I'm using a mop brush, and I'm using water with the mop brush. And I've got like a bark brown and an asphaltum. Asphaltum is like a matte finish, and bark brown, well, there's asphaltum right there. And bark brown is a folk art multi-surface color that I use a lot. All right. So there's some medium gray there, might add a little bit. And the licorice is going to be more in the painting when I add that. So I'm going to come in here, and you can see it beads up a little bit on the canvas sometimes. And I don't understand because some canvases don't do that at all. But so that's a brown, different kind of brown color, and this is an asphaltum, okay? So now what I want to do is I want to go across here, and I want the water to drip a little bit and get this little color here. So let's do a little bit of gray. All right, put some gray in here. And then I can come back, oops, and do a little bit more water here and there. Okay, so you notice I put a paper towel down here, and I'm going to use my blow dryer, hair dryer. So there you go. That's just the top that's mostly going to show down here. I'm going to cover a lot. So I want you to see, I can then take a pencil and say, I want a pumpkin in this area here. Okay. And then I'll put some flowers in here, a big blossom there, and a couple other flowers. So let's start like that. See, it's kind of fun and easy. All right. And we're ready to go. So what I have done is I have floating medium in my palette here, and I'm using a foam plate today, wicker white, June berry, and I'm going to work some of these peachy colors. So this is really fun. This is Canyon Sunset instead of orange, and then this is Fire Coral. So I just thought those colors, all these colors together will be yummy. All right. So I wet my 3/4 flat, and then I'm going to come right in here, and I want the fire coral to be the lighter part. And so I want it to go out. And then when we come in here, we can grab some white. We can come right in here and get it a little bit larger. Now watch what happens here. A little bit of white here with fire coral. I want this behind the stem, so I'm going to make it come up and over. I'm going to scrub this out because I don't want that pencil to show that much. All right, up and over. Then I'm going to come back in here and get a little bit more white. And then we're going to come right here. Watch this. We want that orange to be in there. So now let's come again. We're going to come right here and go all the way past that. It's still not showing. So I'll put a little bit of brown in here. I don't know till I start painting if I'm going to like what I'm doing. So roll with me, guys, okay? Because that's the beauty of me doing freehand, whatever I'm creating, to inspire you that you can do it too. Okay, so now let's get some white and fire coral. And now we can see it. There we go. We're going to go all the way out here. All right, so here. Okay, so now let's get white. And we're going to come right in here and then go all the way because it's going to get bigger. There we go. There we go. I'm going to pick up again. And this is just like a fun, smaller pumpkin right in front of there. So you're getting the season. I just want y'all to try this. I did some of these on lives right here on YouTube. And I just threw blue with it or purple with it. And I want you to see what you can make happen with any color. You can do all metallics too. I used fire treasure gold, fire coral, like my friend Sonette uses on her tumblers, and on black it was really pretty. Okay, now do you see how you can get dimension on here? You can make like the stalk's going to go here so that looks like it's behind the stalk, and then how you're layering these all on to get just a pretty different color. All right, so you want, and we can come back in here and shade with darker browns in there and pull in the browns, but right now that's your base coated area. Okay, now I'm gonna come in here and put, let's take a 16. Where is my 16? I already cleaned it and put it away. Sorry. Uh, where are you? Where are you? I could use an angle brush, but hmm, sorry guys. There's the 16. Yeah. All right. So let's do some Juneberry. So I like Juneberry in here, and I'm going to put it, I don't want it a perfect round. You want the edges to look, it's going to be hydrangea. Okay, so, and it'll be darkened in here against the pumpkin with some darker shade later. Okay, now I want this wet when I'm working with this. So you can't, I could, but I want you to see I'm going to do another one over here. And then we're going to put a big pretty flower up there. So I'm going to have a triangle of flowers, but not all, not necessarily a triangle of just same color. You never know. Or the same type of flower. All right, so that's going to be there. But before I leave from here, I'm going to lay down that 16 and I'm going to pick up Juneberry. All right, and we're going to use Juneberry and fire coral. Okay, so now look what happens. We're going to do a hydrangea, which is, look at this, we're going to do that stroke. Picking up our coral and do that stroke. But we want the dark Juneberry first, and then we're going to go around, around, around. So what's happening, instead of going, I used to just go 1, 2, 3. We're not going to do that. We want to take and have one go this way, then another one this way, and this way. And we're trying to make an illusion of 4 petals, but we're not going to be structured. So there's a little bit, there's a little bit, there's a little bit. All right, so let's see. All right, this is a 12 flat, and all we're doing is picking up Juneberry. I mean, hello. All we're picking up is fire coral, which is in the pumpkin. Now watch. Push, push, flip the brush. And so you would normally do 1, two, three, maybe four and five. But I don't want that structure. So I want you to take and just come around there. You have one that's there, one that's here. I need more Juneberry. And I want to miss the pumpkin here. But on the other side, we could have it go over the pumpkin some, maybe. All right. So we're just going for that look. And I'm going to take it on the side over here. See? All right. So let's put some Juneberry here. We're making it a little bit bigger, and we're going to go over the edge some. Okay. All right. So we got one, two, three. We can put a little bit up here, way up here, and it's going to not be, it's going to be above where the white flower is. Okay. Just a little bit. All right. Then I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to pick up color. So I'm going to come here, 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 here. All right, coming around. So I hope you check out some of my lives. I'd love for you to join our membership and just try it for a month. Right now is exciting months to try the membership because I'm doing all the holiday stuff. So if you wanted holiday paintings, there's so much more on our group. All right, and you can start as low as about $10, a little bit less. All right. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to get a little bit more Juneberry. So I did all those strokes without getting Juneberry again. And so I think that's one of the problems I've seen a lot of the private lessons when people have me teach them online is that we that people every single stroke pick up both colors. I just want you to see I'm in just the one color, the fire coral right here. Oops. Fire coral. Fire coral. See, I'm not getting Juneberry again because we've got Juneberry already in here. Fire coral. A little bit more. All right. And we'll just do, see, there's pretty depth in it already. So we're not trying to make perfect petals. We're just trying to twist the brush a little bit. All right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead before I go any further and let's put the stump inside this pumpkin. All right, so I wanted to come back here and cover right here. See how both of this and this, these two are behind? It's by where you put the stump. Okay, so we're gonna go right here. Okay, so we're gonna pull that up. All right, so I do want to take a smaller brush and I'm gonna wet it a little bit. So I'm gonna come around. Okay, there we go. I've taken my 8 round. Okay, and we can put some gold highlights or something on that. All right, and I don't want that black also. Let me get my heat pin. I don't want that to get on my white flower. There we go. So now I'm going to, let's work on that white flower. And using the 3/4, I'm going to put that Juneberry brush in there. We also are going to come in here later and put some extra pretty, let me get some floating medium and a little bit of white with some of the fire coral. Well, that's not moving. Okay, there we go. I need more floating medium. Oh, I could put some highlight in here, but I want to put some dark in here too. So let's get a little bit more medium. And I was going to put some pretty fire coral in here on the stem. Let's add some along here. Put that in some of the leaves too. There you go. All right, but what I want to do, oh, y'all don't see that. Look, isn't that fun? But what I want to do is come in with floating medium here and work in little bits of brown, not harsh, but little bits of brown, the spark brown. Just come right in here. All right, again right here. A little bit more, guys. A little bit more. See that? See, look how nice that made that look. You gotta have everything dry before you come in. I'm kind of jumping the gun, but what you see, you can also come right here and shade that right there to give it a cool look. And this is called floating. Okay, and you're floating under the petals or under the pumpkin area. And we're going to come down here and do a little bit darker along here when we get through with some leaves and stuff. I'm not going to worry about right now. Okay, see how that changed that whole look? All right, now let's get this white petal going here. All right, so I am just going to put a little bit of asphaltum, and let's put more floating medium right here so you see it. All right, so I'm getting floating medium, a little bit of asphaltum. That's a lot. I'm going to move over here into the white. Okay, work it, work it, work it, work it. See that? 3/4 inch flat. This asphaltum is a matte folk art color that we have at our on our one stroke site still. All right, look, see that? Not still, but also. All right, so what I'm going to do, and it could help you um, to kind of draw it out now that it's dry. I want my center about right here. Okay, and then I'm going to come out and go straight out and up. All right. Just to get the basic petals in there. This one kind of went under there. And this one I went over. All right. And I should have put that there first, but that's okay. All right. Then I can put some extra petals. You with me? All right. So from right here, I'm going to pick up really heavy white. It's going to come up. Oh, it's dry. So look, just pick up floating medium on the white. And then come back down. Okay, so floating medium on just the corner, that corner that touches the white. See that? Okay, a little bit of floating medium on the white. All right, I like that asphaltum color. I think it's really pretty. This one kind of is supposed to come over under these. All right, so I think I think, I don't know what to do here. I might go here and try to restroke that over it. I like to do how I create it so that you can see, oh, sometimes you change your mind. All right, this petal's going under there. And this one's up here. Okay. So what I am going to do, and I'll come back and work on my stem, I am going to pick up some more asphaltum. Let's get some more wicker white. All right. And we're going to come and add a few petals on top. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, so I can come back and put some shading on that later. But right now, I'm going to do some of the pieces of greenery and stuff. It's not greenery, but foliage. Foliage. All right. And then right in here, I am going to put some asphaltum. And we'll do some shading around this with some berry wine to make it rich. Not berry wine, June berry. All right, so if we come in here with the browns, I can just come around here and just do not so much of a big one. All right, so I'm going to come here across, and it can be underneath some there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use a 12, and I'm going to pick up some of this. Oh, let's use the licorice first. All right, so we got some floating medium and licorice on a 12 flat. All right, so out here, I'm going to kind of make it see through a little bit. So you can see the rusty brown through it. All right, so we'll put a few more over here. All right. And then over here, I want to put Right, black, black. Black, black, a little bit of black underneath is what we're going to do. So under here, we can take and use some of this color, but a lot of dark brown with medium. And we're going to have a little bit, just come right here, a little bit out. Okay. Going to come a little bit over here. Okay, a little bit here. A little bit of what this is down here, right? There we go. Like that. I'm going to put a little bit of this color. That's that, excuse me, it's Canyon Sunset. A little bit coming up there. All right, so what's happening over here is I'm using the little bit of that Canyon Sunset with floating medium. So I'm using a lot of floating medium and getting it thin, guys. And so I can come right in here. Okay. All right. And this had a little bit of gray coming to it. Okay. All right. Just remember, we're going to put some black at the bottom. So, there we go. So if I take, let's get a 16. There you are. If I take along here a few more very strokes along here. I'm gonna take Juneberry in here. Gives you that pretty color with brown. I put dark brown with that. See the triangle, another triangle of color. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm going to dry this right here because what I need to do is do some pretty shading on the inside there. But while I'm up here, I'm going to put a little bit in here. Let's just put some of that dark brown on here. And so it's fall season. This is just picking up my 8 flat and adding some dried flowers kind of up here with bark. Okay, now let's blow dry this in the center. I'm going to use my big hair dryer. There we go. Okay, to finish it up, there's a couple things I want to do. I want to put floating medium. Oops. Floating medium. Let blow dryer hit that. All right, with, yeah, that's what happened when the blow dryer hits it. That was not good. Licorice. All right, so we're going to come right in here. And we're going to come all around. I'm not going to do that there. I'm going to do it in here and then I'll come and do it in there. So there's medium and licorice. See how I'm darkening this to give it depth in here. And then we come under here and around there. And let a little bit of white show at the bottom, but we really need this around here. Okay, a little bit more medium. And bring it right around here. Oh, that looks fun. See that with the licorice? Okay, medium and licorice. I can put a little bit under here. Okay, so you're going to come around the leaves. It kind of sets everything. A little bit more. So what we're trying to do is pick out different colors that will maybe work with your decor or somebody else's if you're giving it for a gift or selling it. So what we want to do is figure out what decor is going on now. I try to stay ahead of the trends for you guys and have it so you guys can go teach or just want to learn how to paint to decorate your house. All right, see, I just set it darker at the bottom and not really just touches it up above, but so that when you're painting, you are getting the depth down here, okay? And then it gets lighter as you go up. Okay, now after I've done it, I see that, those little drippy marks that I wish they showed a little bit up there more, but I got carried away and made it really big, but that's okay, right? Okay, so now I'm going to take the floating medium and I'm going to take Juneberry and I want to come right around here. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, and I'm going to take a little bit of this rusty color, a little bit around there where that purple Juneberry color is. So this is in between a pink and a purple Juneberry. Yeah, that pretty color there. Now we can take this neon purple. Where is it? Neon purple. And I'll put just a little bit out and let you see. Okay, we need some brown. Oh, that's not dark enough. Let's do some black. So we want these they're little like stamens that are all in the center, like seeds inside a sunflower. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see that. But then we can put a little bit of neon purple. Okay, so you can bring some of this in here. Touch, 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 just a little neon. And when you look at the picture, you'll see how pretty it looks. When this is dry, I can put the neon right on top of the black in the middle. And I can also put a little bit here and there. Just a little bit, guys. Yeah. I hope you guys like that. You can also do something like this. You can come in with just a neon and you can touch the tip of the petal and see if you like that. Maybe, maybe not. Or any darker color. Like let's try the Juneberry. Anything to jazz it up, change it up a little bit. There you go. I hope you guys like it. Please let me know what you like, what you want to see, what you learn. And please share with others so that we can get this one stroke world rocking. All right. I don't know. I got carried away. This is supposed to be relax and paint, and it's not supposed to be really long, but guess what? I've been wanting to paint this and hope you like painting it with me. What do you think? We're going to put a little bit of metallic in between. This is the Treasure Gold Fire Coral. All right, there you go. Hope that decorates for your holiday really well. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.